Hello and welcome to Be Abundant Now, where evolution is the new revolution. Welcome to your pick a card full moon reading. What am I releasing and healing? This is for the full moon in Pisces that takes place on September 1st and 2nd. This is a full moon that is all about, service to others. This can be a very, very emotional time. A lot of things are going to be probably coming up to the surface to be healed. Also, we are entering into Virgo season, and Virgo is all about finding that light within, and going within and finding what no longer serves us, and doing a lot of self-examination of situations, thoughts, ideas, beliefs, whatever may or may not be serving us. So those are some overall energies. This is also a time of uprightness, benevolence, magnanimity, which allows us to set ourselves free of guilt. There's a nobility and an elevated sense of justice coming in. There's some natural pardons. Some of you, you may be opening up your throat chakra, which would allow you to step into your own authenticity while speaking your personal truth, and you would become on a path to becoming a gifted speaker. This is all about modesty and kindness, a time of memory and the knowledge of good and evil. And from my perspective, I always look at evil as a contrast, because without war, would we be able to appreciate peace? Without sickness or illness, would we ever appreciate, health? Without poverty, would we ever be able to appreciate and understand abundance? So that's just my personal thoughts on that. And there's goodness and a generous overall mentality coming in. Very beautiful energies. I also selected an overall dragon energy. I love dragons. They are different levels of consciousness. Dragons have been represented in many cultures, myths, legends throughout time. I also identify them working with archangel energy. So I'm going to go ahead and draw. I drew one from, I believe they're called the Dragon Oracle cards. Love them. And the dragon that I drew is the Gold and Silver Violet Flame Dragon. This is a dragon energy of transmutation. Transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offers service under grace. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to read a little bit of this dragon here. And it's saying that the fifth dimensional gold and silver violet flame dragons are powerful alchemists. When they come to us, they transmute the old and allow magic and wonder to be revealed in its place. These glorious dragons work with Archangel Zadkiel and Saint Germain, and will automatically link us when we call them in. Saint Germain was an alchemist and a dragon master, and when we speak his name, a great light touches us. Archangel Zadkiel too illuminates us and the dragons when we call him in. The dragons then surround us in gold, silver, and violet flames, wisdom, grace, and transmutation. The violet flames transmute the old and raise the frequency to a higher level. The silver ones bring in the divine feminine grace, and the gold ones saturate us with wisdom. This card suggests that it's time to let go of an aspect of your life that is no longer serving you. Ask the gold and silver violet flame dragons to clear the thought of it totally from your energy field. Sense or feel them etherically burning up the old. Then ask them to replace it with new and joyful possibilities that come to you at a higher frequency. When you connect with these dragons, you have a wonderful opportunity for service work. You can send them under the great law of grace to any person or place that needs transformation. Remember, you will also be working with Saint Germain and Archangel Zadkiel, who will illuminate you. So take a few minutes now to direct these dragons to heal people, places, and situations in the world. And one of the things that I've done for many, for a pretty long time now, I work closely with the Violet Flame of Saint Germain, and especially on full moons. I always imagine the entire planet engulfed in the Violet Flame of Saint Germain, and then rinsed with the golden ray of Christ consciousness. So, and you can see this dragon has this butterfly of transformation. So it's all about transformation and transmutation during this time, being of service to others. Very beautiful energies. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the pick a card portion of this reading. I'll bring this in a little closer. So, okay. This is pile 1, which is represented by rose quartz. This is pile 2, represented by labradorite. And this is pile 3, represented by rainbow fluorite. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. I'm going to start with pile 1. How you choose is up to you. You can, pause the video and meditate and find out which one you're drawn to. For myself, I'm clairvoyant, so I usually go, for me, I go by eye, and I don't know, it always works for me, but whatever works for you and however they speak to you. So I'm going to go ahead and move these over, and I'm going to begin this reading with this rose quartz energy. Rose quartz is represented by Archangel Chamuel. This is the stone that emanates the frequency of love. Love is the highest frequency that there is. For my own personal experience, I have used rose quartz for anxiety, and it really did help me. I mean, in times when I didn't feel grounded, this stone seemed to have a very good calming effect. So, okay, let's get into it. This is the Soulful Expressions Oracle deck. You have Archangel Raphael, healing energy that is surrounding you. Archangel Raphael has this beautiful green ray. This archangel helps us with overall, health issues, whether they're, mental or physical. So, and also, if you wanted to incorporate new healthy ways of living into your life, this is the archangel that will help you do that, whether it's eating differently, a new exercise program, things of that nature. So the second card here is surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. And also, like, we're in this age of Aquarius now. We are entering into a brand new earth is being created, being birthed right now. And we're letting go of all these old templates, this ego-based mindset that no longer serves us. The days of competition are over, and now we are entering into a world of cooperation. And, even more of our businesses, and I said this, last year, that all businesses are going to have to go to some sort of heart-based business plan, because if they don't, they're not going to survive in this new template that's being created. So, very beautiful. Surrender the ego. This card here is from the Power deck. I think it's the Power Wisdom deck, and as you can see, beautiful transformational energy bubbling below the surface. These trees, this is like divine feminine energy coming in. It is being rooted in the ground. This is, very powerful full moon. And, when I did a reading recently, Pisces overall energy, a lot of divine feminine energy in this Pisces energy. That's what's being brought in. So let's go ahead and read this card. It's saying, this is the feminine card. It's saying the world is bereft of feminine consciousness. To bring Mother Earth back into balance, we must bring back our awareness of her. Language is a barrier between us, but woman has always communed with woman. in an unspoken language. Her roots are entwined with the essence of Mother Earth, for she too is feminine. Woman is the keeper of the planet and must not let her energy be uprooted by the male systems within man or woman. We are all in need of world harmony. Mother Earth has been misunderstood, but she is the universal link. She is the womb for all that lives. Feminine consciousness is the energy that embodies the wisdom you need at this moment. So that's saying tap into your, into your feminine energy. Learn to balance it. Going within. This is bringing you, renewal of peace. These are the energies. After some of these things are worked out, you have a brand new, coming into the new moon, there's a renewal of peace. Some of you may be having a baby. Some of you may get pregnant. This is represented by a 1, a new beginning, 3. I represent that as the Holy Trinity, Ascended Masters. Those energies are all around. This is being grounded in through the earth, with this tree, very beautiful earthly energies coming in, something very divine and sacred, and a renewal of peace. And we have discernment. So what this card speaks to me as, this is all about, we have this speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil, but I think it's giving you some advice as to select your thoughts the way you would your clothes. To be careful of what we speak. There is power in the tongue, and we have the power to speak blessings or curses over others. To be more conscious about what we are listening to and what we are seeing. So that discernment is there. Very beautiful card. Again, and there's like this golden Christ energy here. They all have halos. So that discernment is coming in for you to become more aware. You have this card. This is from, let me see. This one is from Heal Yourself Reading Cards. And your card is Patience. A 2 and a 3, Divine Partnerships. A 3 again can represent Holy Trinity, the Ascended Masters. And I'm going to go ahead and read just a little bit from this book here. That's a total of 5. This patience is going to bring you change by being patient and saying, patience does not mean that you give up and do nothing. On the contrary, you need to be aware of several aspects of the circumstances that you are facing. Patience requires you to stop pushing, rushing, and creating potentially explosive situations. Instead, it asks you to see the bigger picture and become aware of the ingredients that might be missing. If you are impatient with a particular person, instead, give them space. Avoid jumping to conclusions and making up dramatic stories about a person or a situation without being aware of all the details. You have an opportunity to let go of judgment. Always look for the truth of the situation and not what someone else is saying or doing, but why. Patience can also be connected to a health condition you are recovering from, and a new diet or exercise program you have embarked on, or a new course of study that you may have begun. So the action is to focus on one thing at a time. Say to yourself, I accept what is without judgment. I am willing to practice patience and presence. Breathe slowly and deeply while focusing on what is. Be aware of the air hitting your nostrils and lungs. Soften and relax. Be the explorer of the present moment. Discover what is magical, beautiful, and serene in this moment. If you are feeling unwell or stressed, just allow yourself to explore these feelings with the awareness that they will pass. So, very beautiful energies. And again, some of you may be starting a new health plan or exercise plan. So, and that goes very well with with this healing energy of Archangel Raphael in here. So I'm going to go ahead and close this your reading. I'm going to end your messages with a message from Postcard from the Spirit by Collete Barron-Reid. And it's saying, "Dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness for someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange. So temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows, and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust that you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. We love you so much over here." So that concludes your messages for the full moon, and this is really beautiful. Again, it mentions opening up that heart. Some of you are going to be opening, like there may be a heart chakra activation. There's a lot of healing energy, a lot of generosity, and a lot of giving with that Piscean energy out there. So thank you so much. Love and blessings to you, and until next time. And I'm going to go ahead and just move on to group number 2. So group number 2, you selected the labradorite. I love the shimmering blue. This is a very good stone for like psychic connections. Very beautiful. I love labradorite. It's one of my favorite stones. So let's see. Now this is a deck that I designed with some of my artwork in my journey. This is called the Soulful Expressions Oracle. And it's saying the angels are with you in this. Very beautiful. You have angels all around you. A lot of angelic energy. Saying surrender your desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So that is your advice. So some of you may have some control issues, but know that you're surrounded by the angels. This is a very beautiful card. This is from the Power of Wisdom deck. I really love this. So it looks like some like ancient ruins, that's what's speaking to me. And maybe this is from like another dimension. And it's funny because I kind of see the moon down here and this is the earth. And, one person just walking right here into that. So this could be someone who's going through a process of like some sort of an awakening, and so I'm going to go ahead and read this card, but that's what it's kind of speaking to me, a traveling between these two energies, between dimensions, maybe even, seeking esoteric knowledge here. Because you know what it is? And it's called, this card is called the Truth. So maybe you're also a truth seeker. And it's represented by the number 11, which is a karmic number. So the angels are with you. They want you to surrender your call. You're on some sort of, path. It's a divinely, by a karmic number, this is like a divinely guided path. You are a truth seeker. So it's saying, are you living your sacred truth? Your being is like a spirit lodge. Within the sacred space is the realization, the divine light of your creation. Live in your spirit Live in your spirit lodge surrounded by peace and joy. Outside your lodge is the great wilderness where the rest of the world lives. But that wilderness wilderness can become a battleground stained by the blood of ignorance and earthly pain. To have lasting power in this world, you must earn the trust of those around you. Most people live without trust and a sacred place within, without a spirit lodge, and as such, they do not know how to enter the spirit lodges of others. Live within your sacred truth, so that you may know peace and joy in the great wilderness and beyond. So really beautiful energy coming out for you. This is really appropriate for this full moon in Virgo, and it's because it's all about going within. And just know that the angels are with you. They want you to shift your energy. This is a 1 for a new beginning, a 9, the number of all creation. I always refer to that as the God frequency. And yeah, shift your perspective and look at things from that higher vantage point. Look at the bigger picture and shed whatever energies no longer serve you. Transition. This is a transition. This sits well with your, like, pretty much your whole reading, you know, as a truth seeker, seeking out different dimensions, your sacred truth about yourself, going through a very transitional phase. This moon is here in the background. This is going to be a very transitional time for you if you chose this pile here. But know that you are surrounded by love and the angels. So now I'm going to get into your message of healing here. And it's procrastination. And I'm going to go ahead and read this one to you. It's a number 8, which is an infinite number. Okay, it says, you are being called to action. There have been important tasks that you have delayed. Even if it is something that you don't want to do, like cleaning the house, paying the bills, looking for a job, losing weight, doing your taxes, studying, now is the time to take responsibility and move forward. The point of power is always in the present. This card is showing you that there is an urgency for you to take action. If you're putting off something that is meaningful to you and doubting whether you can do it, this message is to have courage to face your fears and do what you love. What is the worst that could happen? You make a mistake. Even if you do, you will learn. Make a list of all the tasks that you have put off. Make another list of the things you have started and have not completed. Then write a third list of things you would love to do. Write down what actions you can take today to free your mind and shorten that list. Which action will you take in the next week? Make a grounded, practical plan for the next week or two. Keep this card, well, I'm saying keep this card close, but you know, you can refer to this reading when you think that you may want to delay things. So it's talking about that, which is really, we're in this Virgo energy. It's not only about Pisces and, you know, it's not only about, you know, the Pisces energy and serving others. This is about Virgo. Virgo's all about getting organized, planning, and looking at what no longer serves you. So that's basically what this is saying. And I'm noticing that there's a clock here, and there's a time for everything. And maybe this is that time for you to go ahead and look at some things that maybe you were putting off, or some things that you need to look at in your physical space. And that's a very important thing to do, even if it, you know, even if it's something as simple as decluttering. Whenever we you know, purge something or get rid of something, or, you know, that creates space. And the lovely thing about space is it will always, God, spirit, universe, however you want to call it, will always fill it with something else. So very beautiful energy there. So, and it's just basically just telling you to take an inventory. It could even be, you know, decluttering your mind, you know, writing down, you know, some thoughts that, you know, may not be serving you. So I'm going to finish your messages with a beautiful message. This is from Collete, Barron-Reid, and the Postcards from the Spirit. So, group number 2. Your is, dear you, human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep. Not just in bed, but the kind where you forget that you are a spiritual, immortal being taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. And as you develop an identity, an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of the small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognize that this is even going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see the magic that is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in the spirit who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated. The invisible realms, your mind, in alignment with divine intelligence, is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. This is such an amazing message because it goes back, it really does tie this whole thing up very nicely, because Spirit is letting you know that the angels are always with you. You are a truth seeker, so keep seeking that truth within yourself. And recognize, yep, you are a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. You're in the process of transition. And shift your energy to look at the bigger picture in this. And stop procrastinating. So thank you so much, those of you who had selected pile number 2. I really hope that this resonates with you. And I'm going to be moving forward into number 3. Okay, so here we have it. For those who have selected pile number 3, this is rainbow fluorite, also known as the Dreamstone. This is also affiliated with the Archangel Raziel, whose name means Secrets of God. He sits closest next to God's throne and hears his secrets, and he was the one who, I believe he was the one that gave Noah the measurements for the ark. Okay, so we're going to get into your first message from the Soulful Expressions Oracle. This is a deck that I created using my artwork and photographs from my experience, my soulful experience. Higher perspective. Angels want you to look at things from the eyes of spirit, especially when you're looking at yourself, and really embrace that self-love. We have surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. And again, that kind of ties in with this higher perspective. So very beautiful messages coming out. And this is from the Power of Wisdom deck. Look at how beautiful this card really is. Look at all of these beautiful lotus. And you have these 2 doves, which, for me resonates as like a divine partnership. Very beautiful energies. All of this water. This is like an emotional. This is a very emotional card. It's surrounded by all this green, which is very healing, and there's a reflection. So this might be even involve some inner work. That's what, these images speak to me. And I'm going to go ahead and read this to you. It's all about transformation. You are going through some sort of a transformation. Maybe that's why you need a higher perspective. Because it's saying, this is also the number 15, transformation card. It's saying the power of your intent leads you around the sacred wheel of endeavor. Begin today with trust and innocence in the early hours. Imagine a quiet pond and see the reflection of your true self. At noon, take a moment to close your eyes and dream. Imagine the transformation that this day offers you. Through your ability to love, seek the strength and wisdom to bring this transformation into action and into the words that you speak. And at night give thanks for the illumination you have found. Know that your form of your intent leads you to the power of transformation. Absolutely beautiful card. Beautiful card. And this is be true to your heart. So, and that's like being like your authentic self, really going within and seek your heart. And if there's thoughts, ideas, beliefs, situations that no longer serve you, part of your transformation process will be eliminating that. Maybe there are situations, people, whatever. Be true to your heart, you know. And this is a number 2 for divine partnerships. This 6 is about harmony, earth, and home. This is a total of 8. This is from the infinite. This is something that, you know, Spirit is leading you to do. So hopefully that list resonates with you, but that is the guidance so far. And we have power. That's right. Step into your inner power, because and that's what's going to happen. That's part of this process. If you choose to, you know, accept these energies, it's power. It's about stepping into your own divine power, embracing your own authenticity, because when we are true to our heart, that's what happens. Total illumination. And then we're no longer afraid. Open your heart and let go of fear. Embrace love, let go of fear. As we let go of fear, we start to embrace love. That really brings us into this power. So I'm now reading from the Heal Yourself. This is the Heal Yourself reading deck. And you have beauty. This is a 1, new beginning. 7 is like a divine number. And I'm going to go ahead and read this. This is the number 17 again. This 8 card, number 8. That's twice coming up for you. So 88 is kind of like abundance. And this is what it's saying. Recognize your inner and outer beauty. You are beautiful, special, unique, and attractive. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and felt good about what you see? Did you know that your features can literally change based on how you feel about yourself and your life? Your internal experiences are etched on your face and on your body. People can feel your energy when you enter in a room. When a person who is thought of as being physically good looking connects to their own inner light, wisdom, and warmth, the glow that emanates from within makes them extremely appealing and attracts people and opportunities toward them. Focus on what you love about yourself and allow yourself to shine. If you are challenged by how you see yourself, this could be a perfect time for an internal and external makeover. Look at your face in the mirror. Acknowledge what is beautiful about you. It can be physical or spiritual. Ask yourself how you nurture your internal beauty. Do you allow others to see your light, your caring side, kindness, and warmth? Ask your body what it needs to feel healthy and taken care of. This could involve changing your diet, having a new exercise program, updating a wardrobe, getting a new haircut. So give to yourself. So, you know, your power, your aspect of healing is really to tap into your inner beauty and your outer beauty, to really see yourself, to open up your heart to really who you are, you know, to have a higher perspective of how to look at yourself through the eyes that God sees you, or spirit, universe, however you want to call it, that energy, that higher perspective. And just know that you are divinely guided, divinely loved, and you are perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude your reading here. You have a very, very beautiful energies here. So this is your final message from Postcards from the Spirit from Collete, Barron-Reid. So let's go ahead. It says, Dearest you, sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times you might want to find yourself overgiving. Now might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, and the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill: receiving gracefully with gratitude without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people. Maybe you. You do not need a this for that in exchange with others. You are doing good in the world, so let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have convinced you that you have to do everything alone with no help, and let your well be filled. We love you so much. So that concludes your message for this full moon that's taking place in Pisces. Surrender defensiveness. You're going through a beautiful transformation, looking at, a reflection of yourself internally. Be true to your heart. Embrace your power and embrace your beauty, and look at yourself from a higher perspective. Thank you so much. I'm very thankful that I could, do this reading, and love and blessings to you. Take care.